Hello, welcome back to my channel, Charlie's Lessons, and today I want to show you a pronunciation activity for your young learners. This idea comes from a traditional game that we've probably all played as children, which is called Hot and Cold. The way this game works is that you hide an object in a room, in this case the classroom. And the students that know where the object is have to guide one student to find that object, but they can only say whether that student is hot or cold. Hot means they are very close to the object, and cold means they are very far. You can even use the adjective warm to suggest they're between cold and hot. Now, the way that we're going to use it in our classroom with our young learners is that we're going to take a flashcard with a piece of vocabulary on it that you're practicing with your students, and you're going to hide that flashcard. Let's say the flashcard has a picture of an apple. So you take one student out of the classroom and you tell the rest of the class to hide the flashcard of the apple. When that student returns from outside to start looking for the apple, your students are not going to say cold, warm, and hot. They're simply going to repeat the name of the vocabulary on the flashcard. And so what they'll do is when it's cold, they'll whisper the word. So an apple, an apple, an apple. But as the student gets closer and closer and closer to the flashcard, the students are going to start raising their voices. Yes, this activity can get a bit loud. So as the student gets closer and closer, the students are saying an apple, an apple, an apple, an apple. Using this game, you can get your students en masse to produce the language that you want, where usually if you were just electing them individually or as a group, just asking them to repeat what they see, they might not do it in the same way or with the same excitement. If you are teaching young learners, then why don't you go check out my top 10 tips on teaching young learners just right here. So for example, we said apple, but imagine you had a word that had 3 syllables or 4 syllables and get them to produce the language over and over. And that way you've got a great opportunity there as a teacher to hear them say it and to check for any errors. When the students have got a good idea about how the game works, you could even start to introduce sentences that replace the word on the flashcard. If you have access to flashcards in your young learner classroom, then you've got to check out my 10 games that you can play with your young learners using flashcards, just right here. Let's say, for example, you have an apple flashcard, but instead of them saying an apple, an apple, an apple, an apple, you could get the students to say something like, can I have an apple? Can I have an apple? Can I have an apple? And it could be looking at sentence stress. I've seen this game in action in young learner classes, and it's a really effective way to get your students producing language and to check their pronunciation. So the next time you would like to review or introduce new vocabulary and you want to make sure you get the pronunciation perfect, play this hot and cold game to get your students producing the language over and over and over again. Thank you for watching this video on a very easy pronunciation game that you can take into your young learner class tomorrow.